Today is Friday, September 24th, 2021. Welcome to Derapy Season 3. Today, I'm going to be on Reddit. If you don't know what Reddit is, Google it. I'm going to be in a community called r/dating advice. There are 3 million members in this community, so obviously a lot of people need help. I'm going to go through a couple of these posts. I'm going to give my 2 cents because I clearly won. I have love and relationships and dating obviously figured out because I convinced somebody to marry me next year. So clearly I am the one. I am the chosen. I am the chosen. Let's just have some fun. I'm not going to take up too much of your time. Parental discretion is advised. So I was talking to this girl for a while and I got to really liking her. We haven't been very physical as she wants to wait until we're actually boyfriend and girlfriend before we go too far. So she posted a picture with me on her Instagram story and one of my friends ended up seeing it. Later that week when we were hanging out, he mentioned it and asked about us. I just said, we've been hanging out a lot, I'm assuming my friend thought I meant we were just friends because he told me this. Yeah, me and her used to chill together. We hooked up a few times and she's crazy in bed. I, of course, didn't want to hear this, but now I have and I don't really like her as much anymore. Am I being immature or am I justified in not wanting to do anything with her anymore? I'm going to keep it real with you guys. I honestly think this is an easy one. There are way too many people on this planet for you to settle for somebody that's already had sex with one of your friends. Unless you feel like this is a bond that is unlike anything you've ever felt before in your life, and you feel like she's the most beautiful girl you'll ever see, and you guys get along better than anyone you could possibly imagine getting along with, it's okay. I would never want that in the back of my mind. As long as I get to know this girl, as much as we end up doing together, I cannot help but imagine that I can't let go of the fact that one of my friends has already been inside of her. That's weird. Let it go, dog. And it's okay. That's not immature. That's completely normal. At this point, I'm slowly getting annoyed whenever a girl I'm invested in brings up this line. I respect their decisions, but at the end of the day, it hurts like hell to hear things like, you're a great guy. You're a really sweet guy. Don't let this make you think you're not great. Anyone would be lucky to have you. I'm honestly speechless. Have I just been unlucky in picking women, or is there something else I'm doing wrong? What changes for you guys have experienced the same thing? The way that this is worded hardly makes any sense to me. I don't really know what he's talking about when he says changes, but look. I know what it's like to be called a nice guy or a sweet guy or be told anybody would be lucky to have you. And the answer to me is extremely obvious and clear. She's just not into you. It's okay. That's a girl's way of letting you down kindly. And there's nothing wrong with being a nice guy. And to be completely honest with you, sometimes when people told me that, it just meant that when I look back and I think about how I was acting all the way up until I was told I'm a nice guy, but they'd rather just be friends or whatever, they're just not that attracted to you or you're boring. But listen, you should not stop being yourself. I was a nice guy, and my fiance will tell anybody that one of the things that she likes about me the most is the fact that I'm just simply nice to her. And I think what's important is girls will say weird stuff like, oh, I want somebody that keeps me on my toes or always keeps me guessing or whatever. And they don't mean that they want you to just randomly one day start screaming at them. Just make sure that you're being like an entertaining person, like you're exciting. You initiate date ideas or you communicate with them in a way that you normally don't. Like usually you're just texting all the time. Maybe send them some pictures, send them some gifts, some memes, something. Be funny, be different. That's all I'm saying. When people say you're a nice guy, they're being honest. Like you actually are nice. You're just not fun enough. My girlfriend said she loves her dog more than me. We've been together 3 years. She got her dog when we had been together for about 6 months. Tonight, we were playing with her dog, and I said something silly along the lines of, oh, you love her more than me, huh? And she said, yes. Then went into further detail saying that if she had to pick one of us to remain in her life, she would choose her dog. Telling me the only way I'd get chosen is if it's life or death. And even then, it would be really difficult to choose. I just don't understand how she can say she loves me so much, wants to marry me, but she would choose her dog over me. She knows she's only got about 10 years left with her dog, possibly another 50 with me. I'm not sure what to do. I've tried to brush this off. She knows I'm upset. Am I overreacting? Am I taking this too personally? It really upsets me, and I don't feel like I'm wrong for feeling that way. It makes me feel like I'm way more into this than she is. Yeah, you're just gonna have to get over that. She obviously doesn't literally love the dog more than you, and she said if it was life or death, she would pick you over the dog, and like you said, you're going to outlive the dog. Either get over it or break up with her if it's that deep. It honestly sounds like you're kind of insecure, my guy. If you really do feel like you're way more into it than she is, then that has nothing to do with the dog. It sounds like there might be some deeper rooted issues there. I don't know if it's your insecurity. I don't know if it's her lack of affection towards you, but do a deep dive onto that. Don't make it about the dog. It's not that deep. Nobody loves dogs that much. Like girls all the time will be like, I literally love animals more than people. Literally.
I don't understand.
I literally love animals more than people. No, they don't. No, they don't. Like, I understand why they're saying it, but they don't really mean that. Get over it or break up with her. If you don't like girls saying weird stuff like that, girls will say weird stuff about that we're not supposed to get. Like, I don't feel that way about any pet that I've ever had. And I love the pets that I've had and have, but the girls are just different. They're just going to say weird stuff like that. Sometimes just to get a reaction out of you, and don't play into that. Just let it go, dog. No pun intended when I said dog. Whatever. Okay, so I don't date anymore as I have a girlfriend now. But when I didn't, and I went on coffee/dinner dates, whatever, I'd usually just immediately pay. No hesitation, no eye contact with my date.
Yes,
just
sir.
Immediately paid or placed my card as the payment.
Yes, sir.
Why is this the ultimate test? You had asked me? In my opinion, I began seeing a pattern. Actually, good and nice girls would either ask me immediately, wait, don't you want to split, or how much do I need to send you? They were the girls that also randomly always came back for more dates and were actually interested. The rest either weren't that interested, or then I'd lose interest. Fuck them. So yeah, try it out if you're still in the dating scene. When my girlfriend and I started dating, she would just say, okay, I'll have you next time. That also works. But a nice girl will show you she ain't using you. Keep that in mind, lads. And ladies too also. Good luck. Okay, it is 2021. Here's what I would say for guys as advice. If you're asking somebody out on a date, you're the one that's inviting them out to eat. Why wouldn't you pay? They wouldn't be there if not for you. So the courteous thing to do is to just pay.
Tell them.
This guy said, I'm down with just not even talking about it, just assuming that you're going to pay, because 9 times out of 10, the guy's asking the girl out. If you're inviting somebody out, you should pay. Now, I think if the girl offers to split, let her split. Do not fight the woman, okay? Like, money is hard to come by. Everybody works hard for what they have. If she wants to help, let her help. But otherwise, just pay for the girl. I don't understand why guys are talking about like being afraid of girls using you, like for dinner. So do you think the girl's homeless? Do you think that she doesn't have a family that's helping support her through school or whatever? Like, what do you mean? You really think there are girls out here that are only eating because like guys are taking them out on dates? Like, quit being weird. So the way that my fiance live our lives, we literally split everything. And obviously not every relationship is like that. And part of that reason is because we both kind of make around the same money. Lately, she's been making a little bit more. But regardless of that, we both just pay for our own stuff. We split our bills, we split our dinners, we split everything. Now, the courteous thing to do, which I do every once in a while, I'll pay for something and I'll just say, don't worry about it.
What a man.
Because I just feel like doing something nice. But that shouldn't be like a prerequisite to whether or not like they're interested in you or not. Some girls don't feel like paying. They feel like you should. And you're either okay with that or you aren't. But that doesn't make them a good or a bad person. Now, I would say this. If you are like very aware that this woman is working like full time and she never wants to pay for anything, I think that might say something about her. But I don't think that's something worth fighting about. You know, if you don't like her, then just date somebody else who will split stuff with you. It's just, I don't know. I don't think that that's really like, it's just not that deep. It's definitely not like the deciding factor on whether or not you begin a relationship with somebody. Like, it means something, but it's not really, it's just not that important. Guy on dating app is obsessed with how I look. Is this a red flag?
Yes.
He first said I look like Ariana Grande, which put me off because she looks like a teenager, and I don't want my potential significant other to be attracted to girls who look like teenagers. But I ignored it.
Why?
He now asks for my Instagram.
Okay.
More pictures, saying he wants a video call to see how my body looks.
No.
All I said was, I'm 4'11", thin, no curves, big chest. And he just keeps talking about looks, saying I look like Julia Roberts now.
What?
I'm so put
She's
off.
53.
All he knows about me personality-wise so far is that I know other languages. That's it.
That's nothing.
I don't want to be a dick, but like, this is weird, right? This is not normal.
It's not.
You can literally tell so well that I'm skinny from my photos already provided in my profile.
Right.
My arms and waist are visible in daylight. So why does he need more info?
Why?
What is he making sure of? It seems so shallow. I'm interested in his personality while he's interested in making sure I'm not ugly or something. I don't know, dude. Help. Girl, if you don't block, call the police. What do you mean? Block, report, delete? No, ma'am. No, thank you. No, Derapy. No, don't even worry about it. Let's just move on. Leave that man. That's a weird man. Leave him. I'm a 22-year-old female in a relationship with my boyfriend. He's 25. He's very nice and he really cares about me, but I can't get over how immature he is. The jokes he tells, the movies he watches, the way he talks sexy, etc. makes me feel like I'm with a 15-year-old. I know I need to end things, but I don't know how to go about, especially since there's been no fighting or resistance from my side. It's also kind of hard because I initiated the relationship, so I feel guilty ending things. I know I'm not a bad person for ending things, but I still feel a bit bad. Advice on how to go about or reassurance that I'm not a bad person for doing this? If you are 22 years old and he's 25 and he's immature, yeah, I don't think that's going to get any better. The jokes he tells, look, somebody's sense of humor does not change, especially after they're 25. I'm 25. So trust me, at this point, like I'm not going to change. Like that's it. He's not going to get like more sexy. He's not going to suddenly grow up like at the end, like at his late 20s. And he acts like a 15-year-old. That is extremely concerning. And nobody should feel bad for breaking up with somebody. It doesn't matter who asked out who. Like that doesn't mean anything. I don't know how long you two have been together, but why would you stay with somebody that you have all these doubts about? And it sounds like you haven't even really talked with this person about it. I completely understand having to end a relationship with somebody when everything is going fine. Like you don't fight or anything. Like I get that. That feels really weird. And like when you break up with them, it's going to come out of nowhere. When you're like really seriously thinking about breaking up with somebody, but you don't do it just because you don't know how to do it. You don't know how to be without him. You don't know how to be without them. You don't know how to do it. And you're just kind of holding on because it's familiar and it's easy. It's honestly kind of selfish if you don't break up with them. So don't put it off. Rip off the Band-Aid and he'll probably just make some stupid joke about it. Just leave him, girl. Don't feel bad. It's okay. Don't waste your prime. You're 22. Don't waste your prime on people that are not your forever person or whatever. I'm a 22-year-old female and I went on a date with this guy and he's 22 about 4 months ago. We really clicked and exchanged socials. I would have asked for a second date, but I got ill and it was looking like I was going to have a long recovery ahead of me. He was also busy with his studies and didn't think he'd have time to meet me again. I have now recovered from my illness and I was thinking about contacting him again. I also personally think that you can learn a lot about someone from seeing who they follow on Instagram. So I looked around his following list. Basically, I found random normal stuff and I found that he follows some artists/singers I also like. Completely normal, except for one account. This account was titled Asian Hunter. Hey, yo, what the? Not the handle itself. I'm not trying to dox anyone. It doesn't have a profile picture and follows less than 10 people and has less than 10 followers. It honestly looked like a second account, or his Finsta. Either his or maybe the Finsta of a close friend of his. Problem with this is, I'm Asian and he's white. That man should be arrested immediately. I found it to be kind of creepy that anyone would willingly follow an Insta account with that name. Does anyone else think it's creepy or am I overthinking this? You are absolutely not overthinking this. As an Asian woman who is trying to date a white man who has an Instagram account that he follows less than 10 people, is followed by less than 10 people, and is titled something along the lines of Asian Hunter, and you're Asian, and he's white. Asian Hunter. Yeah, no, I don't think you're overthinking that. I really don't think you're overreacting at all. What I would do is the next time you're talking to him, make sure you're talking to him on the phone or it's in person so you can hear his voice. And I need you to just show him your phone. It's not weird to look people up and see who they're following or who's following them. It's a completely normal thing. And just ask him to explain himself. If he doesn't immediately like laugh it off or have like a good explanation for it, just alert the authorities. Is he playing me or stringing me along? So we had been together for about 1 year in a long distance relationship, and he broke up with me because of the distance. He says he doesn't have the financial resources to come and visit me, so there isn't anything foreseeable for us in the future. It's not the first time he breaks up and then contacts me for one reason or another, but this time I thought it would be definitive. So basically, he blocked me from everywhere so we can move on. I remained blocked for 10 days, and I realized he unblocked me from Telegram just out of curiosity. Oh my God. I asked him, why did he unblock me? I told him if it was a mistake, then it was better that he blocked me back again. But since then, he hasn't read the message or responded. I feel it's some sort of mind game or something. It's not possible that he hasn't connected to Telegram for 4 days. I don't understand. I know I shouldn't care since it's my ex, but I feel that this is odd. What might his intentions be? I mean, he could perfectly answer and say, hey, yeah, it was a mistake. Let me block him again or something like that. What? I'm sorry. This is so childish. Who cares? Who cares why he didn't? Who? What? Just out of curiosity, I asked, why did he unblock me? I don't know how Telegram works, but usually on most applications, if one person blocks, then both should be blocked from each other. I don't know how people communicate on Telegram. Why do you care? Yeah, why do you care? You're right. No, he doesn't. Stop thinking about it. Who cares? Your exes are your exes for a reason. Once you break up with them, leave them alone. Once you're blocked on everything, just stay blocked. Who cares? Don't worry about it. Doesn't matter. Also, he admitted to being broke, so yeah, these these comments are great. I should have just read them. What does it matter? Sorry, you're new. What does it matter? Sorry. Your job now is to find someone new. I think you're reading into it too much. So what if you're unblocked? He's still not interested in talking. Find someone that likes you. Move on. Waste no more time on this one. These are not the droids you're looking for. Yeah, let's just move on. Grow up. They're blocked. Move on. Who cares? He's not even saying anything. Why are you posting? Stop it.
Do you confirm a date night the day before? Is it common courtesy for either party to touch base / confirm a date night the day before? Reason I ask is because I got asked if I was still interested in catching up Saturday on Tuesday, to which I said yes, and in saying that, I have been reluctant to contact her, not to be overly keen, and she has not contacted me, and we're supposed to be meeting tomorrow night.
It's so interesting, situations like this, because I remember when I was dating around, I would be constantly making plans to hang out with girls or whoever, and I would wonder, I know we're supposed to hang out tomorrow. I know we're supposed to hang out tonight, but I really just want to make sure she knows that too. She remembers. Like, I get it. It seems so easy for me now to say that the answer is obvious, but I understand the anxiety associated with not wanting to be lame. You should be able to 100% confirm that whenever you feel like you're thinking about it. Now, what I would do, I think like the most chill way to do this would be like, hey, I'm really excited to see you tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. Don't say anything like, hey, I just wanted to make sure we're still on. I just really wanted to make sure because, you know, sometimes girls have the propensity to stand me up in situations like this. And I just wanted to fully confirm and make sure that you were still on board with our previously planned arrangement. I just wanted to make sure that there was no mishap or miscommunication or confusion. So if you could just please confirm for me that we are, in fact, supposed to be hanging out at 8 p.m. at this establishment, I would highly don't do any of that. Just say, hey, just wanted to let you know I'm really excited to see you on Saturday. Hey, just wanted to let you know I'm really looking forward to catching up with you this day. Or be like, hey, can't wait to dominate you in bowling. Whatever's like your thing, just be normal. Anybody that makes you feel bad or wants to stand you up because you just wanted to let them know that you were excited to see them, that's not the person for you anyways. So I just wanted to end it on something light. I hope some of this or any of this might have been helpful. If not helpful, at least a little bit kind of funny. I don't know, whatever. We're trying a whole bunch of different stuff. I'm going to be doing this podcast forever. If you don't like this, we'll have something different for you on Monday. Cue me rapping over a SpongeBob type beat. Thank you so much for listening to this session of Derapy made possible by Anchor. We are now available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. New sessions every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Intro beat is by Cosmic. Outro beat is by
Ricey K.
This guy isn't even really a rapper. I really hope he doesn't start.
Coming for the throne, King Joffrey. Yeah, they mad, but they won't stop me. Whoa, I've been going hard like Ronnie, but I'm not here to tear the house up. No, but no, I've been through it. No, I didn't lose it. I just been grinding like off the mic, like on my own. Just been in the booth like Superman before a fight. Now I got the juices, taste it right. No, I spit the truth, I keep it tight.
How hard is he working?
Hard enough to make Gordon Ramsay cry.
Unbelievable. One simple request, and you make a big fucking song and dance about it.
I am the chosen, I am not going. I got plenty that I plan to do. This boy is clutch, he ain't choking. Success, it's not random, dude. Better catch the flight with us, because it is leaving soon. Afghan vibes, once we leave you dead as season 2. It's season 3. R.I.P. Killed the beat. And it's easy. Somebody check on Breezy. Everything better when it's cheesy. Except